1 today. Again, post time 12 noon. Overweights in the first race. Number 2, My Dominator, 3 pounds over. And number 4, My Bucket List, 1 pound over. Second race today. Note post time will be at 12:30. No further changes. Race 3, which starts the pick 6. Post time is now 1:02. Scratch number 2, Dancing Cat. Number 2 is out of race number 3. The fourth race today, post time 1:33. Scratch 6, Mutaz. Number 6 is out of race 4. Race 5, post time 2:04. Scratch 3, Starry Night. Number 3 is out of the 5th. In race 6, post time will be at 2:34. No further changes. Race 7, post time 3:04. Scratch 6, Sassafras, in addition to the program scratch of number 7, Green Zone. 6 and 7 are out of race 7. And in race 8 today, take note post time 3:34 and no changes in the 8th. Those are the changes for today's racing program. Again, post time for the opener has been moved up to 12 noon. Best of luck today where the turf meets the surf at Del Mar.
I almost said good afternoon, but it's good morning, and welcome to racing here at Del Mar. An early start here on this Friday afternoon. First post time at 12 noon, about 50 minutes away. I'm Kurt Hoover, joined by Ryan Anderson. And Ryan, post time moved up with the weather conditions, but so far no rain. It's just gray and overcast. Really not even that cold. Just gray and damp, and a nice 8 race card this afternoon.
Yeah, a little gray outside.
Yeah.
But the betting's nice. No real heavy favorite, so a good betting card throughout.
And we are on the turf today, so that's good news. We're on the turf. I thought a real competitive card. Pick 6 races 3 through 8. To me, Ryan, a kind of card, no free spaces, none of those 3 to 5 shots. I think it's a good gambling card.
Without a doubt, there's no heavy leans in this sequence. Yeah, it's going to be tough to pin down a single if you're going to play the pick 6 today.
We start at the bottom. $5,000 claimers kick things off, going 5/8. What do we do here?
Yeah, going the flat 5 furlongs. I went with the number 7, Too Much Info. I think this one has a good tendency to break sharp, and I think that matters. Has some early speed, drew nicely to the outside. I'm willing to excuse the last 2. I think it was just overmatched last time at Los Alamitos, and then the turf is not this one's game. So I'll go to that effort 3 back of the starter allowance 62.50, and I'll take the 7 on top and the 6 underneath.
Amazing how many price horses you and I come up with without talking. I like the same horse, Too Much Info. Right now he's 9-2. I watched his race at Los Al. He fell way out of it early, and it came rolling late. His race 3 back at Los Alamitos in the afternoon was very good. That was won by Bronco Nagurski, a big class dropper who absolutely dominated. Forget the turf. I think he's in the right spot. He's drawn outside, and he's a price. So I do like Too Much Info to kick off the card at 9-2. On to race number 2, Mile in the Turf for California bred maidens. What do we do here, Ryan?
Yeah, I want to take a bit of a stab against the favorite Drew Liner. A bunch of these horses are coming out of the same race, and I ended up with the number 5, Humidity. Kazushi Kimura is on board for second time out for Paddy Gallagher. He's really strong with that angle with second time maiden starters. So I'm looking for some improvement, second time routing, maybe got a little bit out of that debut. So I'll try and beat the favorites in Drew Liner, who deservedly so. His numbers are pretty strong.
I'm going to try the same thing. A horse who was on my horses to watch list way back in the summer at Del Mar. I thought Coyote Cafe ran better than looks in that August 28th race. He's been in steady training since then. Looks like Glatt was just looking for a spot for this horse. He's had some trouble. I think he got a good trip, and he's a fair price at 5-1. No question, Drew Liner is the horse to beat. 3-7 for me in the second. All right, pick 6 starts early, both time-wise and race-wise. Kick it off with the 3rd. Scratch the 2, Danzig Cat. 7 go.
I thought the number 5, Shot Till You Drop, is going to looks consistent enough. Drops in here from the claim 25 non-3 lifetime down to the claim 10. Fits first season, is rather consistent for a horse at this level. So I like to take that. And then the number 1, She's Splendid, blinkers on. Maybe shows a little bit more early gas and might just finish off those races. Has started to rack up those seconds and thirds, but a lot of these horses have. So blinkers on, maybe the change that's needed.
We're on the same page again. I like Shop Till You Drop. I thought this horse ran very well in her comeback race at Los Al. She ran a good second. I thought that was a big race off the comeback when she was entered not to be claimed. A key to me here too is Baltus owns part of this filly, so you drop her in for 10. The purse is good. If somebody takes her, you move on. I like the 5, Shop Till You Drop. And His Wish looks to me like a filly who's racing into shape. She was off a long time after being claimed 4 starts back. She did show some life last time out. The fact she comes back in this spot, a good sign for me. 5-7 in race 3. On to the 4th race. We'll start the pick 5 here. Scratch the 6, Mutaz. Got some horses who showed some promise in their debut in Simple Song and Latitude.
That's right, and Latitude for me is a strong top pick in here. Modus Bestia came back and absolutely impressed on Breeders' Cup weekend, beating a really nice field of allowance horses. So I think second time out for John Sadler can certainly take a step up. Latitude looked to be in chase mode a lot and the last time, and rightfully so. Behind Modus Bestia, I don't think anybody was going to beat that horse that day. So I think Latitude can improve off that effort. Ran really strongly in defeat. And then I thought the 7, Edwin Maldonado running with Chaos for George Papapadromo. Ran well on debut.
Hess. Yeah. Bob Hess.
Oh, I'm sorry, Bob Hess. Yes, thank you. Can take a step up second time out. And again, I think was a little bit outrun on debut. Came out of that same race as Modus Bestia and Latitude, but I think can take another step forward.
The same numbers up here, 5-7, Ryan. Same thing. I thought Latitude ran really well in that race at Del Mar. Running with Chaos was also in that race. He had trained pretty well into the race. He ran like a horse who really needed a race. Liked the lengthy work tab coming back, and Hess goes to one of his go-to riders. Edwin Maldonado takes over. 5-7 for me in race number 4. On to the 5th race. When I was doing the handicapping yesterday morning, Ryan, I said, why is Starry Night in for 25? Why is this horse with conditions left for sale for 25? Well, the point is moot because she's not running. So scratch number 3, Starry Night, which to me really opens up this race.
It definitely does. I was wondering the same thing as you. I was going over this sequence last night, and I thought it was so weird that, you know, one, she came out here after working a couple times at Keeneland, and now the point is moot. But I went with the number 4, Cameron Slough. I thought the class drop it might just wake her up and might just be inverse her friends this time. Has run really consistently at levels above this, so I think the claim down or the drop down to claim 25 makes a lot of sense. So 4-7 for me.
Yeah, a lot of droppers in here. I ended up picking Cheekiest, who's freshened up by Mike Pipey. I think the drop will help her. I like the fact Kazushi Kimura rides. My price horse, after reassessing the race with Starry Night Out, is Madeira Wine. I don't see much speed in here, Ryan. I think she's going to clear early. Some of her turf races aren't that bad, and there's a lot of horses who are one-paced in here who are going to be chasing her. So I thought Madeira Wine, knockout horse for the pick 6. 5-2 for me in race number 5. On to the 6th race. Starts the final pick 3 on the Friday card. 1 mile maiden event. Got a couple with experience, some blinker changes, a Bob Baffert first timer. Tricky race.
Yeah, tricky race for sure. I defaulted with the number 8 Consequent. Juddmonte Farm, Bob Baffert, Juan Hernandez. This one comes from a winning family. Horses like Showcard and Enclosure, who are multiple winners going long on dirt. So this is obviously a strong angle for Bob. And the slower works kind of indicate that 2 turns on the debut might be a good thing. The 7 Bonsai Betty I picked in second. This is the 3rd-time starter for George Papadromo.
You were just one race ahead.
Yeah, just a couple races ahead. Bonsai Betty, Umberto Rispoli aboard Bonsai Betty. Ran behind the 3 juvenile fillies contenders last time out. So I'm willing to give this one a chance, not meeting any of those world beaters in here. Maybe a little bit against it from the track profile, but has that race experience.
Yeah, I thought a tricky race. I thought Conquistador ran well for Michael McCarthy. I liked the blinkers going on. The horse didn't break real sharp, was kind of balking at the gate, still ran on all right. Consequent, as trained well, bred well. Not too many ill-bred Juddmonte horses, that's for sure. And then another horse I thought might run better, Shane's the Brains for Doug O'Neill. She was betting both her Kentucky starts. I think she makes the lead here. She takes blinkers off. She's related to a really nice horse, Slow Down Andy, out of that good mare Edwina E. And I just thought this horse might clear, may be tough to catch. So I'm 1-7-2 for pick 6 purposes in the 6th. 7th race, first half, the late double. We're back on the turf at 1 mile for California bred. Scratch the 6-horse Sassafras, scratch the 7 Green Zone. Another tough race.
Another tough race. I ended up going with the number 10, Expressive Love. I like that Hector hops back aboard. The one turf race this one has in the form was the 2nd career start, and that number matches up with pretty much everybody else in this field in terms of their best turf numbers. That was against special weight, now drops into maiden claiming. Obviously a bit of a red flag that failed twice at the maiden 12-5 level, but that was on dirt. Maybe turf is just more her game, so I'll give her one more chance with the 10 on top, and I thought the 2 Dialing Destiny deserved to look underneath. Obviously the horse to beat, I think, on numbers.
As usual, you and I talked not at all about this card, right? 10-2. I mean, it's amazing how many races we're nailing on the same. I hope we're both good today. Hope we're both good today, Ryan. Hope it's not a bloodbath. Expressive Love, if you go back and look at the turf race the horse ran, it's good enough. Hector Barros rides back, which I do like, and the 2-horse Dialing Destiny is going to be running on late. It's not a very strong race, but I'm going to take the 10 Expressive Love. All right, on to the 8th and final race, 6 furlongs, $10,000 claimers. For me, the last race is a Nap Exacta. I don't know which way. I think it's Raging Waters and Atomic Drop. I picked Raging Waters, but I think they'll both fire for Steve Knapp.
I'm also 3-8 in this spot. Yeah, I went with Atomic Drop on top. I just thought I can kind of excuse last time out. Just didn't look comfortable after that break and weakened in the stretch. And Edwin's aboard this time. That's going to get this one back up on the front, I believe. Has some early gas. Just been really consistent. So I think the drop might just ultimately be what this horse needs. But I'm with you. The 8 Raging Waters, a nice outside post, could just sit off of Atomic Drop. And if he doesn't have it today, I think it's a Nap Exacta one way or the other.
Yeah, I hope it's either or for pick 6 purposes. The Raging Waters 3 back ran really well. That's a race where Manchild got hammered for George Papadromo and won for fun. And Raging Waters ran a good second. I thought he came back and ran well, a little sound. And forget the last race, he came back in 13 days. It's just too fast back. He was a starched horse, drawn outside, so 8-3 for me in the 8th and final. Well, I don't have to wish you good luck, Ryan, because if you win, I'm going to win, and vice versa. Thanks for your time, Ryan.
Anytime. I'll see you on Sunday.
Ryan Anderson has been my guest. Yeah, we'll take tomorrow off. Ryan will be back with me on Sunday, and we are 41 minutes away from Friday racing in Southern California.